And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Game 2 of Shelton State and CVCC. And we are underway here with Game 2. I want to thank Chris Gates for calling Game 1 and trying to get a new stream up. And on the mound for Chattahoochee Valley Community College is Tumlin, who's facing off against, trying to get his number, that's number 12. That would be Griffin Rardin. Definitely a little windy here, but we're trying to maintain as we got a 3-1 count. Tumlin to Rardin. Here's the hitter's count. Rardin fouls that one off, and it runs the count full. Shelton State won the first game 12-4. We're going to turn around, and we're going to have a 9-inning game today. Chattahoochee Valley 12-12 on the season. Payoff pitch is in there for strike 3, right on the inside corner. So Reardon is gone, and now that will bring to the plate Jackson Henderson. Trying to get all the papers organized with the wind, and it is challenging. Have a clipboard, can hold down just about everything. Henderson pops it up to the shortstop. Meeks underneath it makes the catch. Quickly 2 outs here in the first. This first inning is brought to you by State Farm. Carol Purdue, serving the Phoenix City community for over 16 years now. We appreciate Carol Purdue. That's another pop-up. That was Graffer. And a quick 3-up, 3-down inning for CVCC. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless. Back after this, Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Bottom of the first inning, CVCC coming up to the plate. And James leading things off for Chattahoochee Valley Community College. Fouls one away. Close pitch, but that is outside for a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1. Just missed, and it's low. It's 2-1. The lefty on the mound for Shelton State. And James singles it into center for a leadoff base hit. So James will be aboard. That will bring to the plate Hall. Correction. That'll bring to the plate Blue. Got a little bit of a different lineup this time around. That's a 0-2 count to Hall. It's high and away for a ball, 1-2. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Scott on the mound. The lefty delivers a changeup that goes back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're live here at Howard Lake Field on the beautiful campus of Chattahoochee Valley Community College. This is game 2 of a doubleheader. Scott. And that is going to be strike 3 call. And Blue goes down on strikeouts. And now Allen coming to the plate. And that's in there for a strike. Scott gets the sign. The 0-1, foul back to the screen. And Allen quickly behind 0-2. Jared Scott, the 0-2. Hit and run was in play. That's going to be fouled and down the left field line out of play. We'll start it again. 0-2 count to Amari Allen, who comes in this game batting .361 with 5 home runs and 18 runs batted in. The 0-2 is outside for a 1-2 count. 1-2. And a good job there by Allen to stay alive and battle up there. Scott working from the stretch, runner at second base. Change up, got it in the mitt. Strike 3 call. Allen goes down on strikeouts. That's the second strikeout for Scott. Crowell is going to come up to the plate now. Quickly 2 down here in the first. Jared Scott fires the first pitch right in there for a strike, 0-1. There's the pitch, just missed outside. And now it's a 1-1 count to Crowell. And strike 2 as that was tipped into the catcher's mitt. Crowell now down behind in the count, 1-2. And that one is tattooed foul out of play. Got a decent crowd for this game, too, as we had a pretty decent crowd for game 1. Where else would you like to be here on a Sunday afternoon watching some baseball? I mean, we've got Selection Sunday for March Madness. We got the Oscars. We've got the World Baseball Classic with the United States and Dominican Republic. Man, but you choose to be here at CVCC, and we appreciate you supporting the Pirates. As that is roped into right field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. That is going to be a fair ball. James is coming home to score. And CVCC takes the 1-0 lead. An RBI single for Crowell. And that will bring the number 5 hitter, Cosby, to the plate. We got a lefty on lefty matchup. Scott to Cosby, change-up, swung on a miss. Beautiful change-up by Allen. Here's the 0-1, another change-up, 0-2. That was a great pitch. Scott from the stretch, the 0-2. Another changeup, 3 straight pitches, 3 straight swings and misses for the 3rd strikeout for Scott. We played 1. But CVCC does get a run. We go to the 2nd, 1-0, Pirates on top. Back after this, Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Top of the second inning. And Shelton State up to bat, and that is Owen Ankers. It's a 1-0 count. Tumlin high for ball 2. Tumlin's 2-0 pitch is outside for a ball. 3-0 count to Owens Ankers leading off the second. Here's the 3-0. He throws it. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 outside corner. It's the second strikeout for Tumlin. And that will bring to the plate John Robichaux. One down here in the second. First pitch to Robichaux. Misses inside for a ball, 1-0. Tumlin. Pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. And it is now 1-1. Shelton State, the Bucks out of Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa knows a thing or two about athletics. And quickly 2 down here, score that 4-3 on the putout. And that will bring to the plate Slade Sullivan. Tumlin's first pitch is in there for a strike. That pitch is in the dirt, and it's ball 1. That pitch is high, and it's now 2-1. Tumlin's 1-1 pitch is fouled. That's now 1-2. So, yeah, we got the count wrong on that one. There's a ground ball right to third. And the throw to first in time for the out. And great play there by Henderson to get a 1-2-3 inning for CVCC as we go to the bottom of the second. The Pirates leading 1-0 over Shelton State. Back after this on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia, Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 321-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
All right, welcome back here to CVCC, bottom of the first inning. And Canyon Meeks is going to lead things off, facing Jared Scott. Meeks gets back into the batter's box. That's going to be low for a ball, 1-0. Scott, 1-0 count to Canyon Meeks. Changeup is in there. As looks like not Canyon Meeks. Canyon Meeks is actually on first now. I think he got ball 4 on that, and he's going back. And now Henderson coming up to the plate. He's got a 2-0 count. Scott, the 2-0 pitch. Inside for ball 3. Here's the 3-0. That is low, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk issued to Henderson. And now we have got Fisher Baltzol coming to the plate. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he played for Harris County last year, didn't he? I know Rick Beach will probably confirm that. Baltzol, Scott throws it to first. He got him, and Baltzol does get the job done. And the runners advance to second and third. So runners in scoring position with 1 out. Baltzol lays down a sacrifice bunt. And now here comes Brody Pierce. Ball 1. 1-0 the count to Brody Pierce. Then it's back to the top of the lineup. CVCC leads 1-0. Scott, pitch in there, strike 1. Great pitch. As the pollen is just continuing to just spread like wildfire all over the equipment. I just wiped off my phone 10 minutes later. Another fresh coating of pollen has appeared on my phone. 2-1. And that evens the count at 2-2 to Brody Pierce. Scott with a 2-2 pitch, and that is line high drive, center field. Crop makes the catch. The runner will tag, and CVCC leads 2-0. So a sack fly by Brody Pierce. Wait a second. Did the run score? Because it looks like they got the runner at third for the double play. Did the run score in time? That's the question. Look like, so they gunned him down at third. That's a double play. But I don't see that the run scored. So we are going to go to the third inning. What a great play by the center fielder, Kropp, to gun down the runner at third as the runner at second was also tagging. And I'll be honest with you, I thought that was a routine sac fly. Well, we go to the third inning. It's 1-0 CVCC. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Nestled along the Chattahoochee River, City Mills blends historic charm with modern luxury. Stay in boutique-style rooms designed for comfort, just steps away from fine dining at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. If you're planning a celebration, our event center offers stunning river views, elegant spaces, and a brand new riverside tent, perfect for weddings, receptions, and special gatherings, rain or shine. Whether you're here to relax, explore, or create lasting memories, City Mills is where history meets hospitality.
Top of the third inning, Cody Kropp will lead things off for Shelton State. And the first pitch by Tumlin is a ball. It's 1-0. Two-0 count to Cody Kropp, the center fielder. That pitch is in there for a strike right on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Don't forget, we got fantastic action tomorrow on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Got a couple of soccer matches, including Smith Station and Kendrick. Columbus Lacrosse taking on Locust Grove over there at Terry Gaines Field. Cannot wait for that. I think we got one more soccer game. Trying to see what it is, and that's in there. That's going to be inside for a ball. Here's the 3-1. That's popped up foul, and that's going to be over in the Shelton State bullpen. And now it is a 3-2 count. Tumlin. Payoff pitch to Kropp, and it's high, ball 4. Kropp with a leadoff walk, and now Grant Browning, the batter. 2-0 is your score, so they actually did put the run on the board. That sac fly did count, and so the run happened after the play. Just had to confirm from the scorekeeper, as that's inside for a ball. 1-0 to Grant Browning, the number 9 hitter. Landon Ingram on deck, followed by the top of the order. Shelton State trying to get back in this game, trying to go for the sweep in this crucial ACCC play. Foul territory. And that's going to be off to the trees. It's 1-1. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like the Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are live here at CVCC on this Sunday afternoon. And that is tattooed in a center field, but James making the grab for the out. How about James patrolling center field? So one down, runner stays put at first. Landon Ingram coming up to the plate. Tumlin from the stretch. The lefty throws it back over to first. That pitch is inside. One and oh. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that is outside to make it 3-0. And that's inside ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk issued to Ingram. Puts runners at first and second for Shelton State. And the leadoff hitter coming up, that's a second walk issued in this inning. Griffin Rardin, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, is going to bat here in the third. One and 0. It's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Tumlin from the stretch checks the runner at second. The 1-1 runner goes. It's popped up. Runner's got to get back with one out. The throw to and he got a double play. What a play by the second baseman, Blue. Tossing it over to Baltzell. Score that one 4-6 to get the out as the runners were taken off on the hit and run. And Sheldon State strands 2. We go to the bottom of the third. CVCC leading 2-0. We'll be back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, welcome back here. Bottom of the third inning. CVCC leading Shelton State 2-0. Looks like we got a new pitcher on the mound. That is Jackson Hunter for Shelton State. He's like, all right. And that will bring to the plate Joel James. 1 for 1 today with a run scored. Henderson gets in the wind and delivers the first pitch to James, which just missed top of the strike zone for ball 1. Henderson's 1-0. James, opposite field power. That is going to fall, and that's going to be a base hit. James rounding first, and he's got himself a stand-up double. That's how you start the third inning if you're CVCC. Joel James, opposite field power. And now Blue coming up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Henderson checks James at second. Johnny Blue showing bunt, pulls back. It's 1-0. It's a nice day, but it's also very windy today. Could factor in, especially Blue showing bunt. Did he go around? Umpire says yes, he did. It's 1-1. I think that would have been a strike anyway. Allen is on deck for CVCC. Henderson, Blue showing bunt, lays it down. Henderson, throw to first, gets the out. Blue advances over to third. Or James advances over to third, so Blue did his job advancing the runner. Now James is 90 feet away from tacking on another run for CVCC. And Allen will come up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Henderson gets the sign that he wants. First pitch to Allen is low and away for a ball. Anderson delivers the 1-0. Thought about going around, but Allen was able to lay that one off. It's 2-0. One out here in the third. A high, deep fly ball will score the run. James has got speed at third base. And a sharp ground ball will get the run home. I don't think with the infield for Shelton State playing shallow, they are all in trying to get that lead runner at third. Allen's probably thinking, hit it over their heads, because they are all playing in. Here with one out. There's a 3-0. That is inside, and a 4-pitch walk issued to Allen. So runners at the corners now, and Crowell going to come up. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI today. Coach Sproul wants to have a talk with Henderson. He's taken over for Scott. Scott pitched 2 innings, has given up 2 runs. Henderson on in relief. We have a fantastic crowd here today. We appreciate everybody watching us on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Crowell up with runners at first and third. 1 out. First pitch is in the inside part of the plate for strike 1. As the sun starting to come out in the clouds. Runner goes over at first. And that breaks up the double play. Allen's going to take second. And now 1 swing of the bat by Crowell, and he could end up having his 3rd RBI of the game. Will Crowell, the cleanup hitter for CVCC. And that is caught by the first baseman. Wow, what a catch by James Graffos. Oh, my. Now there's 2 outs. Cosby will come up. He's 0 for 1 today. Change up. Just missed. And that's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Two down here in the third. Runners in scoring position for CVCC. That changeup in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Browning. And it's now a 2-1 count. Henderson on the stretch. The 2-1 pitch. Foul back. And now deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Henderson from the stretch. The 2-2 delivery on the way, and that is a high fly ball, right field, deep. Going back at the warning track and making the catch is James for the out. Or Robichaux, rather, for the out. And CVCC strands 2 runners aboard. We played 3. It's 2-0 CVCC. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back here to CVCC, top of the fourth inning. And leading off for Shelton State is Jackson Henderson, who is 0 for 1 today. He popped out. And Brock Tumlin, the pitcher for CVCC, the former Calvary Knight. The 1-0, and that is inside, and it's now 2-0. To Jackson Henderson, who's a 6'3" sophomore out of Tuscaloosa. Tomlin now has a 3-0 pitch. Tomlin was a part of that 2023 championship for Calvary in the Gaps. There's a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Tumlin pitch. It's fouled away, and it runs the count full. Tumlin's payoff pitch coming to Henderson is high, ball 4. So leadoff walk issued to Henderson. And then that will bring to the plate James Graffos, who's 0 for 1 today with a flyout. Tomlin working from the stretch. Henderson with a lead over. I don't know if that is Henderson, because Henderson did come in to pitch. Might be a courtesy runner. 1-0 pitch, Tomlin, and that is ground ball to second. And Blue over to short. And that gets away from the first baseman, Pierce, but they do get the lead runner, and there's one out. So that'll be a fielder's choice for James Graffos. And now Owen Ankers will come up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the second inning. Tomlin's first pitch to Ankers. In there for strike 1. CVCC leading 2-0 here in the top of the fourth. Tomlin, swing and a miss. And Ankers is behind in the count, 0-2. And a throwback over to first. Tomlin's 0-2 is outside, and it's 1-2. John Robichaux on deck for Shelton State. There's the pitch. Ground ball right to Pierce. Throw to short. And Botzel trying to get the runner. Does get the lead runner. And another fielder's choice. Could not quite get the double play. But quickly 2 down here when a runner at first. And John Robichaux, who's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. And Tomlin, first pitch to Robichaux in the dirt. Runner goes. That throws a little high, and that's going to be a stolen base for Ankers. We're here in the top of the fourth inning. Robichaux steps into the batter's box. Tumlin checking the runner at second, fires the 1-0, catches the corner for strike one. Tumlin, the 1-1, swinging and fouled that one back to the brick, and it's 1-2. This game 2 of a doubleheader. Shelton State won the first game 12-4. Chris Gates was on the call. We went ahead and just started a new stream. There's a throw back. Anchors dives right back into the bag head first. Tumlin checks Anchors at second. The 1-2 delivery, and there's a ground ball. It's going to be into left field. A base hit. Anchors is rounding third, and he is going to score. And a 2-out single by Robichaux give him an RBI, and it's now 2-1. It was a good jump by Anchors to score from second base. And now Slade Sullivan, who's 0 for 1 today. Tumlin from the stretch. First pitch to Sullivan is in there for a strike. Nice location of that fastball. Tumlin. The 0-1 delivery. Here's a changeup that's low in the dirt for ball one. It's a 1-2 count now to Slade Sullivan. A 6'1" sophomore from Mobile. Strike three, a throw, and he got him, a double play. What a throw on the hit and run. Sullivan ends up swinging to go out on strikeouts. That's the third strikeout for Brock Tumlin. And what a throw by Crowell to get the double play. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Shelton State does get a run, but CVCC, they're leading 2-1. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 2-1 is your score. CVCC on top. And leading off for the Pirates will be Canyon Meeks. As Henderson starts him off with a strike. Meeks was hit by a pitch his first time up. Hunter, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So the pitcher, Jackson Hunter, who came in a relief for Jarrett Scott. The 0-2 to Canyon Meeks is low for a ball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There's a changeup just missed inside. It's 2-2. No, he got him. That was strike 3. That's the first strikeout of the game for Jackson Hunter. Now Henderson, the batter. Hunter, Henderson pops that up, and it's foul. Henderson walked his first time up. And that is popped up. Foul once again, 0-2. CVCC comes in with a 12-11 record. They will next play Central Alabama on Tuesday. And then on Thursday against longtime rival Southern Union out of Wadley. And that is poked into center. Chasing it is Kropp. Kropp cannot make the play. And sliding in a second and is in with a double is Henderson. Although I think they're going to probably charge Kropp with an error because that would look like it would have been a routine. It was hard to get to. I think Kropp raced after it, so they'll probably give Henderson a double on that play because it was hard to get to. Fisher Butzell, the former Harris County Tiger, coming up to the plate. Grounded out, but was able, that's in there for a strike. Don't forget, we got the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show later tonight. Who is going to be in the new rankings for baseball? Last week, Fisher's Harris County Tigers were ranked number 1. What do we got? Is that a balk? Yeah, we got a balk. Man, I tell you. Being aware of your surroundings is the key to a baseball announcer that knows what he's talking about. I wasn't even paying attention, and that was a balk by the pitcher. Jackson Hunter just did not commit to the plate. And now Henderson's at third. A hard ground ball will more than likely score the run. Brody Pierce on deck. Umpire is explaining to Hunter exactly what he did. And I like it when umpires explain exactly what a balk is. You got to commit to home plate when you are on the mound. If you try to throw back to the bags, or if you step off the rubber, you can't step off the rubber once you commit to home plate. The 0-1 to Botzell is inside for a ball. pitch. Did he go around? It was close. What is the call? The scoreboard is still, it's 1-2. He did go around. So Fisher Botsall is now down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes here with 1 out. Trying to get Henderson home, 90 feet away. Change up, and that hit Botsall right on the knee. And now we got runners at the corners. Brody Pierce, sack fly last time he was up. Although that was the last play of the inning. That was a very interesting play. But now with 1 out, Shelton State is really hoping for a double play here. Hunter from the stretch. First pitch to Pierce is in there for a strike right on the inside part of the black. It is 0-1. Runner goes. Now the fake throw. That breaks up the double play. Botsall's got a stolen base. And now Pierce, 1 swing of the bat, probably can get these 2 runs home. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This is the 9-inning game of a doubleheader, as we already played 7 innings in game 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Great job by Jackson Hunter going right at the batter. That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. And now one of the hottest hitters coming up, the leadoff hitter, Joel James. 2 for 2, a single, a double, and a run scored. And the pitch to James, and he lines it in a right. 1 run will score. Rounding third, and here comes, there won't be a throw. And Joel James, his 3rd hit of the game, comes up with a 2 RBI single, and CVCC leads 4-1. Great timely hitting by Joel James. He just took the first pitch. And now Johnny Blue, 0 for 2 today. Hunter from the stretch. James is a threat to steal. As Blue fouls that one off his foot, it'll be a dead ball. Oh, and 1 count to Johnny Blue. Hunter fires to the plate. It's outside and away for a 1-1 count. Allen on deck. Here's the 1-1, and there's a ground ball right to third. Throw to first in time for the out. Sullivan able to get the put out 5-3. But not before CVCC tacks on 2 more runs in the 4th. We go to the 5th. It's 4-1 Chattahoochee Valley over Shelton State here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back here to CVCC. Top of the 5th inning. CVCC now leads 4-1 over Shelton State. Cody Kropp going to lead things off for the Bucks. Walked his first time up. Tumbling. First pitch, trying to go for the dive and could not get it. It was Baltzell, and it goes into center for a leadoff single for Kropp. And so he is on base twice today. Got himself a single. And Grant Browning coming up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today with a fly out. So far, Brock Tumblin, 4 innings of work, has given up 1 run and 2 hits. And he's now working from the stretch. Tumblin delivers to Browning, fouls that one back to the screen. Busy action this week for CVCC baseball. Tuesday they are taking on Central Alabama for 1 game. 1 game only. And then the big game, the rivalry with Southern Union. You talk about a rivalry of rivalries. These two schools about an hour apart from each other. There's a, not going to say it's bad blood, but they all know each other, just being in the area. There's a 1-1 pitch. Tumblin, that's in there for a strike. It's 1-2 to Grant Browning. Landon Ingram on deck. That is back to the top of the order for Shelton State. Tumblin from the stretch. And throws it back over to first. Trying to keep Kropp honest. CVCC 12-12 on the season. Earlier they lost today to Shelton State, 12-4. And that's a high drive deep right to left field, and it falls in front of Allen. He picks it up, throws it in to the infield, and there's back-to-back singles for Shelton State here in the 5th. And now Landon Ingram, who walked his first time up in the 3rd, has an opportunity to try to get Shelton State back in this game. 3 hits total, 2 of them here in this inning. Tumblin checks the runner at second, showing bunt, pulls back. That's going to be a wild pitch, and it's going to move the runners over into scoring position. Shelton State threatening in this inning. Tumblin, the 1-0. That's high above the letters. It's now 2-0. Here's the 2-0, and that is low, ball 3. Top of the order coming up. Tumblin, 3-0 pitch. And that is going to be a 4-pitch walk issue to Landon Ingram. And so the bases are loaded with no outs. Coach Vick is going to come out and have a talk with Brock Tumblin seeing if he's going to stay in or is he going to take him out. Looks like we will get a pitching change. That will be all for Brock Tumlin, who is going to be responsible for the 3 runners on base, but he has pitched 4 innings, giving up the 1 run. And we'll have a pitching change. We'll step aside as the new pitcher will take his warm-up toss, and we will be back after this. 4-1 is your score here, top of the 5th, here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
We are the only live and local sports talk show in East Alabama, West Central Georgia. Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
We are back here at CVCC. Bases loaded and no outs. Griffin Rardin, the leadoff hitter for Shelton State, coming up. The new pitcher on the mound is B.C. Harrison, who is only had, this is his third appearance. He's 0-1 on the season. There's a 1-on-1 count. As CVCC trying to get out of this jam. Shelton State with the bases loaded and no outs. Harrison, the 1-1 issued. There's a ground ball, foul. And now it's 1-2. Rardin 0 for 2 today. Grounded in a double play and struck out. And the pitch fouled away. 1-2. We'll start it up again. One ball, 2 strikes. Harrison, the pitch. There's a ground ball. It's going to be in to right field for a base hit, and 1 run will score, and it's now 4-2. That's the 3rd hit of the inning, 4th hit of the game. And the leadoff hitter gets an RBI single. And now Jackson Henderson popped out and walked. He is 0 for 1 today. Still no outs. Bases loaded. And B.C. Harrison in relief to Brock Tumlin, who is responsible for the runner at 2nd and 3rd. The 1-0, swing and a miss, or foul back. Hard to tell with the glare of the sun. We'll be back here Tuesday against Central Alabama. There's There's the 1-1. Change up. Got him on the corner. 0-1-2. And then we will be back here Thursday for the game against Southern Union. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball, and that's bobbled by the third baseman. And no play, and another run will score. And it's now 4-3. Bases are still loaded with no outs. That play was bobbled by Henderson. Batzel was backing him up, but could not make a play. Probably rule that one a single. That was a tough play. I mean, it could be an error, but James Graffos, the batter, flied out, grounded into a fielder's choice. And that's high above the letters. It's 2-0. Yeah, if I was scoring that, I'd probably give him a hit because it was a tough play, but probably be an error. High drive. James going deep, makes the catch. Runner tags, and we're tied at 4. That's a second sac fly for James Graffos. Well, Graffos with an RBI sac fly. Second sac fly of the game. So first and third with 1 out. And now the cleanup hitter, Owen Ankers, struck out, grounded into a fielder's choice. Harrison from the stretch. And there's a high drive, deep, that's in the gap, but right there is Allen who makes the catch. Here comes the throw to the plate. It won't be in time, and Shelton State takes the 5-4 lead. And there is 2 down now. Back-to-back sac flies. Owen Ankers give him an RBI, and now John Robichaux grounded out. And an RBI single the last time up. Shelton State with 4 runs here in the 5th. Harrison steps off the rubber. Harrison, runner goes. Crowell, throw. Got him! What a play there by Fisher Balzell to get the out. That throw was on a dime by Crowell. Fisher Balzell with the tag. Just a little easy routine play to get out of the inning, but not before. Shelton State puts up 4 on the board to take a 1-run lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's now Shelton State leading CVCC 5-4. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Bottom of the 5th inning, and the new pitcher on the mound for Shelton State is Peyton Zupancic. And looking at that name, I am going to pronounce it exactly like Luka Doncic. And if I get corrected, then I'll correct it. By the way, whoever's doing the music between the innings, they're doing a fantastic job. I'm not necessarily a fan of country music, but I'm starting to appreciate country music more. You know, I'm more into that classic hip hop, but it's definitely a different taste of music. But yeah, love country music. Allen leading things off. He is 1 for 2 today. Swing and a miss. As Zupancic starts him off 0-1. And fires to the plate. That fastball's in there for strike 2. Crowell on deck. Zupancic, the 0-2, and Allen staying alive. Oh, 2 pitch to Amari Allen. And there's a ground ball right to second. Ingram throws over to first for out number 1. And Allen is down. And a ground out. So Will Crowell will be the batter. RBI single in the first. Line out to first base. And Zupancic starts him out with a strike, 0-1. We're here in the bottom of the 5th. Shelton State now leads 5-4. There's a pitch. And that is just missed. It's 1-1. Zupancic works from the stretch, delivers the 1-1. A high swinging strike, 1-2. I think Crowell was just looking for a high fastball. Zupancic, the 1-2 delivery. Popped up, playable. Ingram calling everybody off, and Ingram makes the little over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2. So I'll bring Connor Cosby to the plate. 0 for 2 today. And Zupancic starts the lefty out with a ball, 1-0. Connor Cosby, the sophomore, batting .306 on the year. Just missed outside, and it's 2-0 to Cosby. And the pitch. Popped up. Playable? No. It's going to be behind the net. That is low, ball 3, and it is 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Cosby. Ground ball right to Grafos. Tags the bag, 3 unassisted, and a 3-up, 3-down inning for CVCC. We played 5. They trail by 1. We'll be back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And welcome back here to Howard Lake Field on the campus of CVCC. Top of the 6th inning, Shelton State leading 5-4 after putting up 4 runs in that 5th inning. And leading things off is John Robichaux, who's 1 for 2 today with an RBI single and a ground out. And B.C. Harrison in relief, working the 6th. He came in the 5th in relief for Brock Tumlin. Starts him off with a strike, 0-1. Harrison, change up that's high and above the letters, and it's 1-1. Harrison's 1-1 delivery is high, ball 2. Slade Sullivan on deck. And a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Little chopper. And that's going to be foul. Two balls, 2 strikes. Harrison got him chasing, strike 3. What a pitch for the first out. That will bring to the plate Slade Sullivan, who's 0 for 2 today. Check swing, but he does go around. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Pitch to Sullivan is outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the top of the 6th inning. And the pitch, a little chopper foul, and it's 1-2. Cody Kropp on deck for Shelton State. BC Harrison delivers the 1-2. That's high, evening the count at 2-2. It's a big conference game in the Alabama Community College Conference. It's now 3-2, running the count full. On Slade Sullivan. Harrison, the payoff pitch, popped up. And we'll start it again. That is tipped in the catcher's mitt. And we'll start it again. Here's the payoff pitch to Sullivan, right to Bazel. Little throw to first in time for out number 2. So quickly 2 down here in the 6th. Now bring to the plate Cody Krupp, who's been on base twice today, walked and singled. Pitch to Krupp. The ground ball right over to Blue. Throw to first. In time for the out and a 3-up, 3-down inning for CVCC. We go to the bottom of the 6th. CVCC trailing by 1. Back after this on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Bottom of the 6th inning, CVCC trails by 1. Coming up to the plate is Canyon Meeks. Who singled and struck out, 1 for 2 on the day. And that wind's starting to pick up, which means with the wind picking up, the pollen pick it up. And nothing like getting a little dust of pollen in your mouth when you take a breath. It's 1-0. Pitch to Meeks. It's fouled, and it's going to be 1-1. Supancic from the stretch. And that one is fouled back. It's 1-2. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3, and Meeks is down on strikeouts. That will bring to the plate Logan Henderson, the former Glenwood Gator, which we are having his former high school baseball coach, Tim Fanning, on Step Up. As you can watch Step Up, Make a Difference, the podcast with Mike Peacock and Marty Durden every Sunday nights at 7 o'clock. The 0-1 to Henderson. That is fouled back, and it's 0-2. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. CVCC just trying to get something. Zupancic, there's a little dribbler over to Zupancic, gloves it, races to the bag, and tags the bag. One unassisted for out number 2. I tell you, Logan Henderson was racing down the line trying to get a base hit. Well, that will be one unassisted. And now the former Harris County Tiger, Fisher Botzell, grounded out and was hit by a pitch. Yeah, that's fouled back. 1-1. Zupancic is in there for a strike. It's a 1-2 count to Fisher Botzell. And a swing and a miss, and a 3-up, 3-down inning by Peyton Zupancic. We played 6 here at CVCC. Shelton State leads 5-4. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Top of the 7th inning, and leading things off for Shelton State is Grant Browning, who's 1 for 2 today. Flied out and singled. As Harrison working the 7th. Delivers. It's low and away for a ball, 1-1. Shelton State put up 4 runs in the 5th inning, as they now lead 5-4. And there's a changeup. It reaches the corner, in there for a strike. It's 1-2. And that is low and in the dirt for ball 2. And there's a little ground ball. Botsell on the short hop. Throws it over the first for the out. And there's one down. Good play there by the former Harris County Tiger. Score that one 6-3 on the putout. And now Landon Ingram, who's been on base twice today. He has walked twice. And Harrison, first pitch, and there's a little ground ball to Botsell. Scoops it up, throws it to first, and there's out number 2. So quickly 2 down here in the 7th. And it's back to the top of the order. Griffin Rardin struck out, grounded into a double play, and got a hard RBI single. And the pitch is low, ball 1. That pitch is away, ball 2. Harrison, pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and the pitch just missed, and it's 3-1. Jackson Henderson on deck for Shelton State. 3-1 pitch. Inside ball 4, and a 2-out walk issued. Second time that Rardin has been on base. Jackson Henderson, 1 for 2 today, popped out, walked, and singled. Trying to get something going, trying to add on some more insurance runs. Working from the stretch. Harrison's first pitch is in there for a strike. Don't forget, CVCC will play Central Alabama for 1 game on Tuesday. 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll be there for that, and then we'll be there for the doubleheader on Thursday against Southern Union. Big-time rivalry in the ACCC. The 0-1. High drive, that is deep. Allen, warning track. Makes a catch right at the warning track for the 3rd out. That's out number 3. Trying to make sure that they knew. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 5-4. Shelton State up by 1. CVCC coming to bat on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Bottom of the 7th inning, Brody Pierce going to lead things off for CVCC. He is 1 for 2 today. Sac fly and a strikeout. Actually, it'd be 0 for 1, but he does have an RBI. And he steps in, taking on Peyton Zupancic. And the first pitch, there's a ground ball down the first base line and foul. And we will try it again. Zupancic, the pitch. There's a little chopper over to Ingram. Throw to first. In time for out number 1. Back to the top of the order, Joel James, who's 3 for 3 today, 2 singles and a double and a run. And 2 RBIs. A swing and a miss. It's 0-1. That pitch is in there for strike 2. 0-2 count to Joel James. And got him, strike 3 on 3 straight pitches. And there are 2 down. It's the second strikeout for Zupancic. Now Johnny Blue. 0 for 3 today. Actually, no, we got a new pitch. We got a, Johnny Blue. And it's in there for a strike. And that is foul back. Johnny Blue went to Bethlehem Christian Academy over in the GIAA. And swing and a miss. And a 3-up, 3-down inning for Zupancic. As we have played 7 and Shelton State holding on to a 5-4 lead. We go to the top of the 8th. Back after this on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to CVCC, top of the 8th inning. And leading things off for the Bucks is James Graffos, as B.C. Harrison still on the mound for the Pirates. Graffos flied out, grounded to a fielder's choice, and had a sac fly as that first pitch is a changeup that's in there for a strike. 0-1. Shelton State won the first game 12-4. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. And Graffos behind in the count 0-2. Owen Anchors on deck for the Bucks out of Shelton State. That's going to be a ball that's away, 1-2. Harrison delivers and fouled back to the screen, and we'll do it again. We're going to go ahead and do this all over again. So it's looking like the Muskogee County sporting events will be postponed tomorrow because of the weather. There'll be a 2-hour delay. I think Belief School is canceled, as that's in for a leadoff single by James Graffers, his first hit of the game. And now Owen Anchors coming up, who's 0 for 2 today, struck out, grounded into a fielder's choice, and had a sac fly. As Shelton State trying to tack on more runs here in the top of the 8th. And that first pitch to Owen Anchors is a ball outside, 1-0. Harrison popped up, foul, and it's 1-1. Got Selection Sunday coming up, I believe at 6 o'clock. I'm not sure. Not sure if it's going to be at 6 or if it's going to be at 7. And that running joke never gets old. Tell you, that was the 2025 trend. Still funny in 2026. B.C. Harrison, the pitch, popped up, playable, racing to it. Can't get there. It's 1-2. Top of the 8th inning. It's game 2 of a doubleheader. We're going to play 9 innings this time. We played 7 innings in game 1. Shelton State took that one 12-4. B.C. Harrison in relief. Pitch inside for a ball, and it's 2-2. We got the glare from the sun. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging, strike 3. What a pitch by B.C. Harrison. And Anchors out on strikes, the second strikeout for Harrison. So with 1 out and a runner at first, John Robichaux, who is 1 for 2 today, ground out, a strikeout, and an RBI single. Sheldon State out of Tuscaloosa comes in with a 13-8 record, 5-1, well, 6-1 in conference play, 14-8, as they did defeat CVCC earlier today, and they actually lead the series against CVCC 3-0 as they beat them in Tuscaloosa last Friday. They will actually take on Wallace Community College out of Selma tomorrow, and then Wallace State Community College Huntsville on Thursday. There's a pitch that's outside, and it's 1-1. Taking a look at the standings, Sheldon State is in first place in Division I. CVCC 3-3, they are in 6th place. Still got some tough baseball games down the road. There's a throw, and that's going to be a stolen base for Grafos. And now it's a 3-1 count here with one out. Here's the 3-1. Got him swinging. Strike two. And it runs the count full. Full count on John Robichaux. Payoff pitch. Little ground ball to Botzell. Checks the runner. Throws to first. Out number 2. Great job there. Popped out of play, and it's strike 2. Well, hey, hang on. And the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. CVCC coming up, trailing 5-4. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back, bottom of the 8th inning. Allen leading things off. Amari Allen, who is 1 for 3 today. It is 5-4. Shelton State on top, trying to go for the 4-game sweep against CVCC. And Allen pops it up and out of play, and it's going to be 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, fouled back. And we'll do it again. The 0-2. Got him on the inside corner for strike 3. So Allen down on strikeouts, and Will Crowell will be the batter. It's high for a ball. And the pitch to Crowell. Ground ball, it gets through, and that's going to be a base hit for Crowell as Sullivan was trying to field it. And Crowell slides in a second with a one-out double. And the tying run in scoring position for CVCC. And that's the second hit of the game for Crowell. Now Connor Cosby will come up to the plate. 0 for 3 today. Lefty steps into the batter's box, 1 out. Popped up. It's in left field. Anchors makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 down here in the 8th. That will bring to the plate Cannon Meeks. First pitch to Meeks, swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Still in relief for Shelton State. It's a 1-2 count to Canyon Meeks. And there's a ground ball right to Ingram. Throw to first in time for the out. CVCC strands the runner at second. Could not get any across. We go to the top of the 9th inning. CVCC trailing by 1 over Shelton State. Top of the 9th inning. New pitcher on the mound for CVCC is the freshman Aiden Martinez, who's got a 2.70 ERA with 6 2/3 innings on the season. And leading things off for the Bucks is the center fielder Cody Kropp. And starts him off with a ball inside. Martinez, there's a ground ball, and Bazell gloves it and cannot make the play. He tried to pick it up with a bare hand. Just could not make the play, and Krupp's aboard. Well, probably give him a single on that one. That was a tough play by Fisher Bazell. So with a runner at first, that's a second hit of the game for Krupp. Grant Browning coming up. He's 1 for 3 today. A single, flied out, and grounded out. Pitch to Browning is outside. Martinez pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And Browning down in the count, 1-2. We're here in the top of the 9th inning. Shelton State trying to get some insurance runs. CVCC will have their last at bats in the 9th, trying to extend this game. The 1-2 that just missed. It's high for a ball, 2-2. Martinez from the stretch. The 2-2 delivery to Browning. Runner goes. Crowell throw right on the money. Got him for the out. Another big-time rocket by Crowell. Guns him down for out number 1. 3-2 count to Browning. Got him swinging, strike 3. And there's 2 down here in the 9th. Landon Ingram coming up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today with 2 walks and a ground out. Tell you, the freshman Aiden Martinez, he has got some great stuff. He's got closer stuff. And the first pitch to Ingram starts him off with a strike. It's 0-1.